Hey, what's up, everybody, man? So it's time to talk about what's really next for the Golden State Warriors, man. I see Draymond Green. I see him on this podcast. He talking about, they still can win a championship. And I see that Steph Curry is thinking the same way. I see there's fans thinking the same way. Allegedly, according to Stephen A., and you can't trust anything Stephen A. say. Stephen A. say he talked to everybody and know everybody. But Stephen A. says that the owner still is trying to win championships. Come on, man. Cut it out. It's over. It was over last year, but it was confirmed over early this year when they got off to that bad start. It's over. It's over for Golden State. Golden State is no longer winning championships with this roster. Steph Curry, I understand you got Steph Curry, greatest shooter in the world, and all this other stuff. Still a top 10 player. Let's be completely honest about Steph Curry before we talk about everybody else. Steph Curry has regressed. It may not have been a major regress, but Steph Curry has regressed. He's had way more bad games than he usually has. Steph Curry has regressed, whether people want to admit it or not. So when I see Stephen A. on TV saying that they need to maximize Steph Curry being at the top of his game and try to actually make moves to still contend, I just disagree. Steph Curry, he's 36. I don't know when he's turned 37, but he's 36. This shit is not going to go on for too much longer. It's not. And I'm not saying that as if LeBron James, because somebody said that about LeBron when he was like 30. This man's 36 years old. This shit is not going to go on for too much longer. It's not. It's just not. He's retiring minimum the next 4 or 5 years. And out of those 4 years, 2 of those years is probably going to be good. The rest of the years is probably going to be a regress. He's always going to have a spot in the league because he can hit them shots. He can shoot. Same thing for Klay. But as far as him leading you to a championship, he don't got too many years of him being that guy, Which also makes more sense for them to, actually start to begin to look towards their future and not towards championships. Because outside of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, you can argue he really is the second option and is the second best player on the team, which is not good. Klay Thompson is cooked. Klay Thompson's done. Them ACLs and that Achilles injury really killed him. He came back and, he's just stinking it up. He's still shooting these crazy shots, but the difference is they not falling. They not falling. He not that same player that's about to just put the ball on the floor 11 times and drop 60 points. He's no longer that player that's about to just go off and drop 30 points in a quarter. And he's not that player that you can even consist on giving you 20 on a nightly basis. He's not even an all-star. Those days are over. Klay Thompson is done. Klay Thompson in 2024 is Miami Heat Ray Allen. Miami Heat Ray Allen, or you can argue Danny Green on the Spurs. That's the era that Klay Thompson's turning towards. And it's okay, Because like I said, he's always going to have a spot in the league because he can hit that jump shot. It's just not falling like he used to, And Klay Thompson, with him being a free agent, he shouldn't even want to go back to Golden State. He need to go finesse him a bag. Go ahead and go to Orlando or somebody that got bread and finesse. Because whatever you about to get paid on the market, I know you're not worth it. Klay Thompson can for sure finesse somebody this offseason. That's what his focus needs to be on. You don't need to be focused on coming back to Golden State. Because if you're coming back to win championships, it's just not going to happen. You'll be wasting your time. And honestly, they don't need to be paying him the amount of money that he could allegedly be seeking, So, yeah, Klay Thompson's done. With him being the second best player, that's not good. You got Draymond Green. Let's talk about Draymond Green. Now, Draymond Green brings value to the team because he can grab boards. Even though he's undersized, he can play center. He can play all five for real. He can dime people up. And, when he just plays his role, he does not try to be a score-first player. And Draymond brings physicality. And he brings attitude to the team and the game, and he is a great leader. But the problem with Draymond, he brings too much physicality. He on the court stepping on people's chests, hitting dudes, shoving dudes, just doing the most, choking dudes, He didn't got suspended for that. Came back And he may not be choking dudes no more and stuff, but he's still getting hit with techs, giving up points because he just doing too much on the court. And you already know, Draymond Green, he can potentially get kicked out of this league. They are done with his shenanigans. So considering that he's owed $77.6 million over the next 3 seasons, and he's 34, and he brings all these troubles, you should consider trading him. I would consider trading him, you know. Chris Paul, we don't even gotta talk about Chris Paul. Chris Paul is old as hell. He's 38. He never belonged on this team. I don't know why they felt the need to trade Poole for Chris Paul. They could have traded Poole for somebody else and probably got more. But, you know, Chris Paul just never fit. He just never fit this team. It was never a good idea to bring him in. I don't know why they did it, and he needs to be one and done. They need to find him a new home or send him to the free agency and let him find his own home. Wiggins missed a lot of time because, you know, the stuff that happened with his baby moms, and that was sad to hear. But Wiggins also missed more time about undisclosed stuff. And even when Wiggins is there, Wiggins is not the best player. You know, Wiggins is not the guy that he painted himself to be for Golden State. He put on a fraud, and he got that bag. He's due 3 years, $84 million moving forward. They need to get him gone. He is on the younger side. He's 29, but they need to get him gone. This is the time to promote Kuminga. Kuminga had to bully himself into playing time. That's bad. He had to bully himself into, well, he had to have to bully himself, but he had to bully the organization for playing time. He had to call out Steve Kerr to the media for Steve Kerr to give him the playing time that he realistically needed to get. Kuminga has way more potential than Draymond. Kuminga's better than Andrew Wiggins. Kuminga, at this point in his career, deserves all of Klay Thompson's minutes. Kuminga, you drafted him top 5. You drafted him potentially to be a star. Let him go out there and show what he can do. Fully unleash him. You know, he wasn't really fully unleashed this year. Fully unleash him. Let him go out there and ball out so you can see what you can get out of him moving forward, since this is about to be his last year of his contract. Same thing for Moses Moody. Moses Moody could be a starter moving forward, just to see what he can do. Is this a man that can actually be a top dog for the team, or is he going to be a bench player? These are things you need to find out about Moses Moody before he hit the market and go somewhere else and turn up. It happens more often these days than not. So that's what they need to be doing. They need to be focusing on development of Kuminga and Moody and maximizing what they can get out of them before they make the decision to keep them or let them walk. And then this dude, Brandon Potts, let him get a role for the team too. This is what your focus needs to be, because it's going to be very hard to just go out there and make relevant moves on the market to not only compete for a championship, but it has to work. Like, you probably would have to change your whole scheme, bringing in certain dudes that's probably going to be available. So, yeah, I just feel like the days of winning championships is over. They need to go out there and focus on the future. Even if you want to get rid of Steph Curry, hey, so do it. He 36. He regressing anyway. Trade him for a haul, you know? I know Steph Curry will want to retire a Warrior, and I don't think they should necessarily trade Steph Curry, but it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, because it ain't like y'all about to win no championships. You could let him go out like Kobe did. Kobe, he stayed with the Lakers his whole career, even when they was trash. So Steph Curry can choose to do that. But you need to do what's best for the organization. Right now, you're better off trying to focus on the future than trying to still win a championship. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do you think they should actually blow it up? I don't think they should blow it up, but I wouldn't be closed off to them blowing it up, because it ain't like they about to win with this team anyway. I think as far as blowing it up, they can still keep Curry, at least. But hey, if they decide to get Curry gone too, that wouldn't be the worst idea. And I know it may sound crazy, but let's just be realistic here. What do you lose trading Curry? You're going to get a lot for Curry, bro. And now you'll be able to really unleash Kuminga and Moody and etc. Or do you think they should, work for it? What do you think the team should do? Like, comment, subscribe, and I got more content coming soon.